and welcome to Fun Swedish. We teach you a lot of nice words in Swedish, but you still request bad words from us. And since we like to give you what you want, today we're going to talk about fula ord in Swedish, also known as svordomar. And to be honest, we think it's a good idea to know them, even if you don't use them, so that you are prepared if a Swede curses at you. Or if a Swede who knows that you're learning Swedish wants to prank you and make you say words you don't want to say.
Do you want to dance? Vill du hångla? Just ask them that and it will be great. I'm sure. Trust me.
The first thing you need to know about bad words is that they're very subjective. What every country considers to be a bad word depends on their culture. In Sweden, historically, our bad words are religious words. Words like hell or devil, which in other countries feels more like a random thing to say, more like a statement than an insult. But for us, they are considered to be bad words, since we grew up hearing our parents saying "Nej, så säger man inte." So here comes a list of some of the most common curse words in Swedish that you can use in frustrating situations. Nummer 1. Fan. I would say that this is one of the most used cursing words in Swedish. If you Google translate this word to English, the word you will get is damn. It does not mean that literally, but it does have a similar feeling to the English word damn. Fan really means the devil. So when we miss the train by 1 second, or if we hit our knee on a sharp corner, then we say the devil. I know that in some other countries this might feel a little bit cute and not really like an insult, but for us it's really strong to say fan. So strong that our parents would say "Nej, så säger man inte," even though we say it because we hear them say it. So yeah, if there's one word you should write down from this list, then it's this one, fan. And if you want to make it extra strong, then you add this little word fy. For example, you would say fy fan. Fy doesn't really mean anything, but it helps us to put extra emphasis. Fy fan.
Fy fan, which is like damn, it means like, oh, fy fan. It's like if you climb Mount Everest and you forgot your flag, you'd go, fy fan.
Sometimes we also like to add också to a bad word, like in this video.
Fan också!
Fan också kind of means the devil also. And it's like saying things were really bad and then even the devil joined the party as well. Things got even worse. Fan också. Nummer 2. Satan. Satan. This is basically another word to talk about the devil. The devil must have been a serious problem here in the north, so that's why it's very popular to include him in our cursing words. And also here you can add fy or också to Satan. For example, when you smell some old milk that have been in your fridge for too long, fy Satan. Or Satan också, when you realize that you have forgotten to pick up your child from kindergarten. Satan också. Nummer 3. Jävlar. We are not done with the devils yet. Jävlar is basically the plural version of devil, so it can be translated to the devils. This one is very popular, and sometimes we also use it for positive things if you want to put emphasis. Jävlar vad du är bra på svenska. In English, you would perhaps translate this to damn, you're so good at Swedish. But what we really say is devils, what good you are at Swedish. Or if you want to tell someone that they are really hot, jävlar vad snygg du är. You can also say jävla instead of jävlar, and jävlar will be the singular version. And this is also used to put emphasis on things. And sometimes we combine it with other adjectives. For example, den är så jävla dålig. It's so damn bad.
Alltså det är så jävla dåligt.
But you can also use it if you want to say something positive. For example, den här osten är så jävla god. This cheese is so damn good. Nummer 3. Helvete. If we don't talk about the devil, then we talk about hell. Bonus tip. If you want to take your Swedish cursing skills to another level, then you could combine all these bad words. Satans jävla helvete or fan jävla skit. When a Swede combines a lot of bad words together, then you know that they are very, very, very angry. Moving on. Let's leave hell now and leave the devil alone. There are other words we also use when we are angry. Nummer 4. Skit. Shit. For example, when you buy a product online and it's really, really bad. Vilken skit. However, like many curse words in Swedish, they can also be combined with other words and used to put emphasis. For example, det är skitdåligt väder idag. It's shit bad weather today. And we can also make positive things even more positive by using this word. When you're done, before a deadline at work, then your boss can tell you this. Skitbra! Or when you cook a great meal, your Swedish guests can tell you det var skitgott. It was shit good or good as shit. And don't get confused here. This is actually a positive reaction from a Swede. It means that they really, really like your food. Nummer 5. The F word. Yes, in Sweden we also use the English F word. The thing with the Swedish F word is that it doesn't sound so bad in Swedish, compared to English perhaps, because we didn't really grow up with it. The older generation of Swedes would not use the F word so much. I have actually never heard my dad say it. He's more of a fan person. But Swedes under 40 can say it more, especially teenagers, because it sounds cool. Nummer 6. 17. What? Why is a number on this list? 17 is how we say 17, but it's also used like a soft cursing word. Like you're about to say skit, but you stop halfway and say 17 instead. But everyone still knows what you mean. Like when you miss the bus, but you don't want to curse in front of a child, so you would say 17 instead of skit. It works a little bit like the English darn instead of damn. You can also say tusan. It's kind of similar to tusen, which is how we say 1,000. And this also works like a soft cursing word. A classic Swedish phrase you would use when you get shocking news. Like when they tell you that they're gonna close your favorite Swedish bakery. Det var som tusan. And we have, of course, more fula ord in Swedish. Not so many sexual words like you might have in other countries, but things are changing, and due to globalization, we're also getting these into the Swedish language more and more. Especially the younger generation, who are using more these imported, vulgar sexual words that are perhaps a bit more common when you curse in other languages. So that's why we're getting more this F word in the Swedish language as well. But not everyone uses them, especially not the older generation, people over 40. Moving on. Now that we have learned how to say some cursing words in Swedish, we're also going to learn how to insult in Swedish. I prefer to teach you how to say nice words to each other, but sometimes you just need to know how to say idiot in Swedish, especially if you need to defend yourself against an angry Swede. But before we do that, don't forget to put a like and subscribe to our channel. Va? Have you already done it? Fan vad bra! Insult number 1. Idiot. Just like English, but with a Swedish accent. Idiot. Nummer 2. Din jävel. Very tied to the word jävla. If a Swede calls you din jävel, then they're very mad at you. Din jävel, du tog mitt godis. You took my candy. And it can be used with the right tone, a little bit like you're joking, or maybe if you want to give a compliment to someone. Din jävel, inte visste jag att du var så bra på svenska. Nummer 3. Du är dum i huvudet. Dum is how we say stupid. And dum i huvudet kind of means you're stupid, in the head. Nummer 4. Du är nolla. You're a 0. This kind of means that you're a loser. You're not worth anything. You're worth 0. Nummer 5. Du är en dåre. This is kind of a mix between saying you're a lunatic and you're an idiot. And they are, of course, more offensive insults. But another Swede will have to teach you that. Otherwise, YouTube will ban us. Unless we get more than 1,000 likes, then maybe we can talk about it. And then we have come to our next one. This is my personal favorite one, and it's also the Swedish children's favorite insult. Du är en bajskorv. You're a poop sausage. Children uses this a lot when they're angry or just a bit naughty. Some adults can also use it since it's a little bit cute. For example, din bajskorv, du tog mitt godis. Your poop sausage, you took my candy.